we have seen the impact of the coronavirus pandemic on stock markets globally, and here in Ghana, the stock exchange is beginning to feel the pinch. Stock market analyst Bertha Atubiga has been speaking to me about the impact so far.
First time the Ghana Stock Exchange has actually had this direct impact of this pandemic, and you would say that just like other markets are seeing like low volumes of shares trading and all that, the Ghana Stock Exchange is not exempted, because one, volumes of shares trading on the Ghana Stock Exchange has actually gone down, and if you look at the demand, even people currently, let me just put it, currently on the Ghana Stock Exchange, okay, a lot of people are relaxed, especially during the lockdowns. People were not going to work, people were not doing business, and all that had an effect on the Ghana Stock Exchange. And if you remember, right from last year, we had the financial sector cleanup being done. The market is yet to pick up from that. And the Bank of Ghana has also issued a directive that listed banks should not pay dividends from now till 2020. All this is having an impact on the Ghana Stock Exchange, and the reason is simple. If you're not paying me dividends from now till 2020 and prices of shares continues to go down, what do? Two things investors, basically two major things that investors are looking for on the stock market. We're looking out for price appreciation, that's in terms of capital gains, and they were looking out for dividends that are paid at the end of every financial year, depending on how much the companies make. So if the company is not going to pay dividends and the price continues to go down, because we are not seeing much trades go on the stock exchange, within this period, there are days that we don't even see shares trading on the market, and there are days that we see some shares trading and just a few shares are very active on the market or not directly active, let me put it that way. So if this happens and you are an investor and I'm not getting capital gains, I'm not getting dividends, what would you do? I would sell off.
And we are being told that COVID-19 is going to be around for a while, a very long while. And so how do you anticipate things will turn out on the stock market in the future if we are going to have to deal with this pandemic for a long time?
Well, it's not different. If COVID-19 is going to be in for a very long while, it means that businesses that are directly affected by COVID-19 are still going to be out of business for a long while. People that have been laid off because of COVID-19 to actually implement social distancing at workplaces is also going to be in existence for a long while. And all these things are also going to be in existence for a long while. So it means that we're still going to have that slow pace on the market until the financial markets is able to adjust. Mentally, your mind is said that this is something that is part of us now. Until that adjustment is done and people are able to adapt to this change that we have, it's still going to be like that. So once the change is being adapted and we infuse that into our lifestyles, then we could see something better. But if people continue to sell off their shares to make ends meet, if people still don't have confidence in the system, then we should not expect anything better.